Good day. Today Friday, August 26, 2022. Pakistan announces crisis notwithstanding disastrous floods. Loss of life ascends to 937, 30 million individuals compelled to live without cover. 23 signed areas proclaimed disaster hit as floods lower southern Pakistan. Government expects over Rs 72 billion for aid projects, calls upon benefactors, country to contribute. Islamabad, calling the ceaseless storm rains an environment-drafted philanthropic emergency that would blow anyone's mind. The Pakistan government on Thursday formally proclaimed a public crisis considering the downpour-initiated floods which have up until this point killed 937 individuals, including 343 kids, and left no less than 30 million without cover. According to the most recent information gathered by the National Disaster Management Authority, NDMA, signed announced the biggest number of passings as 306 individuals lost their lives because of floods and downpour-related occurrences from June 14 to date. Balochistan detailed 234 passings while Khyber Pakhtunkhwa and Punjab recorded 185 and 165 passings, separately. In Azad Jammu and Kashmir, 37 individuals were killed while 9 passings were reported in the Gilgit-Baltistan region during the ongoing storm downpours. In a similar period, Islamabad detailed 1 demise. Peru's Balochistan, signed see more downpour than any other time in recent memory recorded. The NDMA, Pakistan got 166.8 millimeters of downpour in August, rather than the normal of 48 millimeters, an increment of 241%. Sindh and Balochistan are the most horrendously terrible hit locales. Thus, the strange expansion in precipitation created streak floods the nation over, especially in the southern piece of Pakistan, which remains immersed right now with 23 areas of Sindh being announced disaster hit. Gigantic storm. Serve for Climate Change Sherry Reman said a war room has been laid out by the head of the state at NDMA, which would lead to help tasks the nation over. She conceded that the unremitting enormous precipitation had made it hard to complete alleviation activities, particularly helicopter forays. Pakistan is going through its 8th pattern of the storm. Ordinarily the nation has simply 3 to 4 patterns of monsoon downpour, the pastor said during a public interview in Islamabad. Pakistan is under an extraordinary rainstorm spell and information proposes the chance of reappearance of one more cycle in September. Congressperson Rahman, who contrasted the ongoing circumstance and the overwhelming 2010 floods recently, said the ongoing circumstance was more regrettable than that. As per the congressperson, streak floods brought about by weighty downpours had cleared away scaffolds and correspondence frameworks in different regions of the country. Focusing on the requirement for alleviation from worldwide givers, the clergyman said that the requirement for a safe house and help was critical according to what the territories had conveyed. Sindh has requested 1 million tents and Balochistan has requested 100,000 tents, she said, adding that all tent producers had been prepared and outer contributors were additionally drawn closer for tents. Starting Requirements Appraisal Report. According to the Public Authority's Fundamental Fast Necessities Evaluation Report, no less than Rs 72.36 billion is expected to give quick alleviation to the flood-hit individuals. As far as food and moment cash alleviation, the Public Authority requires Rs 7.33 billion. For non-food things, NFIs, it needs Rs 8.713 bn, though Rs 1.627 bn is expected for well-being-related costs. The Public Authority likewise requires Rs 9.024 bn to make up for the deficiency of cows because of downpour-prompted floods, while the hardware and related gear expected for the aid ventures would cost Rs 4.646 bn, according to the underlying appraisal. In the meantime, to reconstruct somewhere around 82,000 houses harmed in the storm would cost Rs 41 billion, for example Rs 50,000 per house. Appeal to Pakistanis. In the meantime, Information Minister Maryam Aurangzeb evoked the public soul and asked the country, including abroad Pakistan, to approach and help their comrades at this basic crossroads. Publication: For now, our chiefs should zero in on aiding flood casualties. The political bazaar can hang tight for one more day. The whole country, especially the abroad Pakistanis, should give generously to help the flood losses, as a huge proportion of money would be normal for their reclamation straightforwardly following a tremendous extension disaster, she said in a declaration. Ms. Al-Raghib added that the national government, alongside the territories, was putting forth resolute attempts and every one of the assets was being prepared. The clergyman said that attributable to weighty downpours and extreme flooding, there were hardships in alleviation activities and that public commitments were expected to increase salvage endeavors. She added that the subtleties and cycle for storing gifts in the Prime Minister Flood Relief Account 2022 had proactively been unveiled. Thanks for watching, and subscribing to the channel.